Good afternoon. Hello. Welcome to Creative Crafting by Katie. Come on in and say hi when you get here. We're going to make over a couple of these Dollar Tree leaf trays. I got my liquid gold open, however, it's dry. I'm going to see if I can rejuvenate that a little bit here. But while you're all popping on, I need some molds made. So I'm going to do a trim here real quick while you're popping on. Say hello when you guys all get here. Drop my glue. So molded wood is a bendable, flexible wood-based product. If you're not familiar with my product here, well, take a look at it. It comes in a paste form. Put it in a silicone mold, no prep required beforehand. And let it cure for 12 to 24 hours. And you'll wind up with a bendable, flexible, wood-based product. Hey, Michelle. So while you're popping on, I'm just going to take care of some business for something that I want to craft. Tomorrow, my sister is having her rice paper sale. I will be having a rice paper sale for my sister, designed by Beth Walker, live here on my page at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So come hang out with us. She's got some new prints. So I've seen them. They're adorable. You're going to love them. Hey, Lori. So you'll want to hang out with us. Hey, Jennifer. It'll be here on my page here at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Super excited about that. This is not going to be a long craft because we're just going to kind of be going with a little bit different color on these. I'm doing this for somebody. We're trying to decide on what we want it overall to be at the end, because I do have one more of them, but we're just going to start off with these two because we're not sure if we want we don't know which one we want to have two color, the second color, like two green or two gold or two whatever. You get me? I can't speak. Trust me. That's what I'm doing. Putty knife, something flat like that. This one's a little bit, the mold's a little mushy, and I do have a little bit more problems trying to get this one to stay in. It's just too soft of a mold, but I do like the impression, so we just live with it and just gently scrape it so you're not pulling it too far off. And then I like to come back in here and push it back down. Sometimes I do, on this particular mold, sometimes I do have to fill in a couple little areas just because it's a little soft, like I said, and it kind of wants to buckle, per se. Where that doesn't always happen with the others. So I push it down there. I want my impression to be nice and perfect. Take it and put it back in the seal tight bag. Hey, Judy. Hey, Jennifer. And that's it. And we'll let that set up there. Take the air out of the bag when you zip it up. Is it just me, or can you not get these any bag, not just this one in particular? I think it's my hands. I'm not coordinating very well. It's just not happening. Alrighty. You're going to get a little residue. Don't be all freaking out. It's like paint. Wipe it off your hands. Blah, 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 blah. I got some gold on here, too, from the gold leafing. Just wipe it off. Wash it up with soap and water. And you're good to go. I have misplaced one of my favorite silicone molds for trim. I do not know where it is. I wanted to do a certain molded wood molding trim on this one, and I cannot find it to save the life of me. That's what took me so long. I was looking for it. Now I decided I'll go with a different one then. Okay, let's move on to these trays. All right, so we're going to do one with gold leaf, and we're going to do one with a green. I'm going to go with the aloe. It's a little bit lighter one. We're not sure if we want to do aloe or desert cactus. So I'm going to go with the lighter one today. And that way, if I don't like it, then I can go over it. It'll be a little bit easier to cover. Okay, so these trays I found at the Dollar Tree. Has anybody seen them? Has anybody seen these? Hey, Caroline. Hey, Gail. Hey, Barbara. I just happened to see them in the last couple days or so. Maybe Monday. It was Monday is when I found them of this week. So I'm just going to do the fronts. I'm not going to do the back side for now anyways. These are not for me, so I'll let the person decide what they want me to do after that. But we'll make sure that we've got the right green color first. And we're going to add a little bit of gold to this as well to kind of pull the two of them together. But so I'm going to use this one as kind of a tester, because I'm going to do a couple different things to it just so we know whether we like it one way or the other. You love that green, Judy? Nothing good. Well, I don't have just a Dollar Tree, though. You guys have to understand that I live in an area that I can go within 10 miles one way or the other, and I can probably hit 20 Dollar Trees, maybe even more. So this one is actually further away from me. And I happened to be going to get something for my brother at the Dollar Tree, and I saw them. And I was like, well, that's when it happens. It's kind of like everything I've been seeing lately all has been accidental, which is really, really good. So it's going to be a quicker craft. I have to work tonight. We have playoff basketball in Detroit. Starts tonight. Go Pistons. So I will be doing that tonight and Sunday morning. So I think it's tied at 1-1, and it's the best of 7. The other color that might look good on this would be your sage from the Waverly Chalk line of paints. But this is cool. I like it too. These particular this aloe, this desert cactus, and I even have this one out, the thicket. These are like my favorites right now. I do like that other one though. The moss is not bad. It's pretty similar to this actually. And these are actually really cute the way they were too. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even have to get into doing any of this. These are adorable, and I thought these would be really cute to put. You could put candles in here. Just even a battery operated candle. It could be a jewelry tray on your dresser. It could be something to hold your keys and wallets, or you get where I'm going, right? All right, I think we're pretty good on that. So I'm just going to let that one kind of set up and do that there. Okay. And we're going to go on from here. Hey, Vivian. I'm going to get a little bit of water to kind of see if I can get this gold leafing. I've never used it once it's been hard like this, so I don't know that it's really going to work. Because it's just a completely different... Yeah. Dang it. I'm so bummed. All right. That's just not good. I don't think it's gonna, no. Okay, so that has to go in the garbage. So disappointed in that. So disappointed. Because that was like the color I was looking for. So I'll have to get some more liquid gold, but I'll get another gold here. Actually, I might just use my, what you call it here? Luster. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, that's champagne ice. That's going to be 2. Might be able to use that one. Because that one, these I can rejuvenate. Yeah, I think the brighter gold would be better. You can add a little bit of water to these, and then it'll come out real nice. oopsies. Because I don't really have a gold paint here. I'm just kind of double checking. I wish I had a metallic. That would look cool, but I don't. So, and this gold here just golden nugget. It's not, oh, we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. Hey, Mel. So, hey, Marlene. Hey, Hope. See? Well, we'll get this covered and get it started at least. If I have to and I don't like this, like, I can get that gold leafing and come over with it. So, you know, when we craft here, don't come for me that I'm not prepared. I don't prepare. I fly by the seat of my pants. That's the kind, so I might not be your crafter. I do not prepare. I create better as I'm going and things just pop into my head. So, you know, I've got that brain. I work better under pressure. I'm gonna dry this and do a second coat and see how it turns out. I still think I want to do the liquid gold, but this is what brand is this? Bella? Is Bella still a thing at the stores? Does anybody know? I haven't looked at paints or bought paints in a really long time, so I'm not really sure if that brand still exists or not. That's just the washing machine, y'all. I'm washing all my bedding. All right, let's dry it up. Let's see where we're at. That's actually kind of cool like that, but 70 degrees in Utah. It's warm here too. We are at 82, but it doesn't feel like it. They said it's supposed to be more humid today, but I didn't pick up on it. I didn't notice it on my end. Cool like this, you guys. But you know me. I'm gonna go for it. Get that little snot out of there. I'm gonna put a second coat on it, and we're gonna see how it looks with the second coat, and then we'll decide if we want to go with any of this luster on top of it, okay? Anytime you're dealing with a metallic, a lot of times you have to do a second coat because it's so translucent there. Look at this, would you? I'm making a mess out of me. You could actually put these on your wall even. If you put a command strip in the back, you can do amazing things with this kind of stuff as actually putting it on the walls. When my mom was alive, my sister actually has these bowls, these glass bowls that you get at like your Home Goods and stuff like that. And they have very pretty odd shapes to them. And my mom had like a sage and cream colored room going on at the time. And she would accent with a little bit of like a burgundy. And so we put these on the wall, and we just used one of those plate hangers that went around the bowl, and it worked out really, really well. My sister put them in her living room, and they're super cute. No, she put them in her back bedroom. Actually, I think they're in the back bedroom. There was just a cluster of 3, and they were all different colors and shapes. And it just turned out really cool. So if you really like something, but you feel like you don't have a place to put on the table, don't worry about it. Put it on the wall. Because sometimes the best decor is the most unusual decor. And sometimes you can find like the best colors that you're looking for. You know what I mean, Vern? But you do you. Hey, Cruz. Hey, Donna. So just think outside the box and know that because it's sold this way, it doesn't mean it has to stay that way. Nothing a little bit of paint won't cure or change. You can also spray paint these. I don't do a whole bunch of spray painting. I generally don't I may craft outside once in a while on the patio, but it's such a lot of work because then I always forget something or I change my mind and I have to run downstairs and get it. Right? Y'all, you've been there for that. But so we're going to kind of do a little trial and error with this, and then we will make our final decision on what color we're going to do the second one. I almost feel like one gold would be good. But I almost feel like we have to zhuzh up this green a little bit because this is really fancy compared to the green. The green is a little bit more subtle, and this is a little more blingy. So I think we'll have to bring a little bit of bling into the green. And go from there. Alrighty, let's dry her up. Oh, that's so sweet, Diane. We used to have a really big sandbox when my kids were little too. My brothers built it for us, and for the kids, they built one like for my one brother's children. And my one brother used to live about a half a mile from us. He hasn't lived there in years, but they had a big sandbox and then dumped sand in it, you know. And they loved it. We always had a sandbox, but it was nothing like that when we were growing up. I think that's when my brothers decided they were gonna. They claim they're still playing in the sandbox. It's just a bigger sandbox. And I said, yeah, no joke. Because I was actually at their property today, and all their equipment is just large size Tonka trucks. Right? Large size Tonka trucks. Okay, so there's still a lot of this that is kind of, depending on how you look at it, you can see it this way. You can see that it's not got a great full coverage. It looks a little better straight on. But that's the type of paint that we're dealing with, first off. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to use this. Maybe I'll get a different one. I'm just curious. I was kind of trying to rejuvenate this, but then I didn't do anything with the water when I squirt it in there. So a squirt of water. Okay, we'll rejuvenate this luster. I'm just kind of curious because it is a little bit darker. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do down the center with this. And I'm going to have to keep adding water to this. Don't put too much water, though. It will water it down where it's more of a translucent look, and you're not going to want that for this. Sometimes it's okay, but you're not going to want that for this because I need this to be darker, a little shade darker than the rest of it. And don't worry about it being perfect. This is one of those things that you're going to do that's going to, you guys see the darker? Up in here, it's darker. That's what you're going to, you just kind of want this to stand out just more than the rest of it. So do not throw these lusters away when it gets to this. I've had these things for years. I just squirt regular tap water in it. If you care, you can definitely come in here with a smaller detail brush and get it perfect, but who cares? You love Tonka trucks? Oh gosh, my brothers still have the ones from when they were kids. I think my older brother has them because he's got grandkids. So, yeah. Yuppers. They don't make toys like that anymore, you know? That will work. Now let's go down the center and finish that off. And you could also do the outside edge if you want, but I think that's enough on the dark. And see how that made it pop off? And it makes the stuff that's kind of translucent looking like this, it makes it actually perfect for me. Then I can deal with that. So if we don't want to go with this route, we want to go with a little bit deeper color, because if you look at this gold here, this is the liquid gold. Okay, this is the gold I just put on. So we got to decide that. I'll have to get some liquid gold. Like I said, I hadn't been able to get into that liquid gold. I didn't know that it was dried out. So, hey, Beth. Beth, drop your link for your Etsy shop. Tell them. Just kidding. So Beth's got her rice papers. You'll want to order them here, but it'll give you a chance. I'm sorry, you'll want to order them on the sale tomorrow, because the shipping's all included on that. But you can always go to her page, her Etsy page, and if there's anything that you like that I don't show, then you can always go there and add it on. You just got to get with her. That way it'll give you guys a day or so to kind of mill around her Etsy shop and see if there's something that you might want to add on to the order, so it's all under the one shipping. It's beautiful. You think that's beautiful? Yay. Well, that's good. I'm glad. All right, so now this is the one that we're going to kind of decide on, and I'm going to do a couple different things with it. We're going to put a little bit of this luster on part of it, and we're going to come in with the darker of these greens that I had already showed you, not the darkest. Okay, I'm going to come in with, so I did the aloe. That's what's here already. So I'm going to come in with this desert cactus. I want to see how that looks first. So I'm going to do a little bit of the gold up here, and I'm going to do a little bit of the desert cactus down there, okay? So we can kind of get a feel for it. And again, this all can be painted over if we don't like it. Do you notice how that, you probably can't even see it on the screen. This one here, it's too watered down. I can see it better here on my end. So just get in there if you've got a lot of extra water and keep going like this. concentrating. Okay, so you see how that is? That's pretty cool too. That kind of looks good off of the two of them. It does pull them both together. You got your molded wood today? Yeah. Well, I try to be as fast as I can, but I don't always. You know, it depends on how many are on order, right? So let me do a little bit of this. I kind of want to leave a little open in the center, I think, so it's not too much. This one might not be dark enough. We'll have to wait till it dries here a little bit. I'm going to leave a little bit open here, and then I'm going to go in with the even darker one that I have. All right, let me do one more here. Down the middle, and then I'll grab the other one and we'll do that. So please, please, please think outside the box and go. You see how that's not too much? It's very, very subtle. That would be the desert cactus on the deco art. Sorry, my screen's backwards, but you know, this platform, that's the way it goes. I just got my paint. Doesn't matter where my paint is, I find my brush or scissors find it every single time. I'll put that back. It's called Be New. Sorry, somebody was calling. Now we're going to do this one. Geez, I did a really bad job washing my paintbrushes. Really bad job. They're so... See, I don't think I'm going to like this one. I don't think that person's going to like this one either. But we're going to roll with it. Because we want options. We want options. See that? I don't care for the bottom one. That's my personal opinion, but this is not for me. So basically, I don't have any say in it. But I am going to get the other one. I have a third one. Is this the one I just did? No. And I'm going to play around and give them even more options. And I'm going to paint that third one with the one color. And I'm going to kind of like reverse it on the two lighter colors and let that person make the decision. You like the gold on the green, Kathy? Yeah, I do too. If it's, whoa, it does pull it together nicely. Let me grab my other tray. These were only $1.25, you guys. Can you believe that? All right, so we're going to do it reverse, and I'm going to use the desert cactus first and then go the other way. You like the gold? Hey, Estelle. All right. I'm not even going to use this third green that I just did. That one there, whatever I called that one, the thicket. I'm not, for this project, it's not the right green. So I'm going to do this here, and then I'll do some gold, and then I'll come in with the aloe. So we're just going to kind of reverse it. So I'll come in with a light tone in here for the vein of this. And then if they want me to paint the back side so that it's all the same green or gold, I'll definitely do that. But I don't want to do that right now till we decide exactly what colors we're going to go with. This is for a bedroom. For a spare bedroom. So, and I'm not sure if they're going to be hung, or I believe they might just sit on a table, but I'm not sure about that. Probably not, Kathy. Kathy, you know what I told you, girl. I only found them at one. But I've only been to one other Dollar Tree since I've seen these, so that doesn't mean anything. You know, when people find out about this stuff, word gets out, people start going and looking for things. But again, I have so many Dollar Trees around me. I'm very fortunate. I was a little heavy on the squirting here. Okay. I need to write something down really quick that's on my brain before I forget it. All right, there we go. Man, my eyes are so bad to find detail. So bad. All right, we're going to come back in here with the aloe now. So it'll be a little bit light. And we're going to come in with some of the gold luster. And we'll do this down here though. We'll do like this half. All right, let me show you the difference between the two colors, and they actually might like to have one of each. It's pretty subtle. No change, that's good. You love the color, Charlotte? I know mine will have plenty of changes. I want to go back to having one of my eyes, though, be able to see up close and the other one to be able to see distance with my contacts, so I won't hopefully have to wear these cheaters. But I said, no, I didn't want that last time, and I'm kicking myself in the rear end because I hate having to have these on. I can't barely see to even eat the food on my plate, y'all. That's how crazy it is. And if this person wants it to be really, really neat and tidy on this, where it's just on the vein and not over like I have it right now. Here, huh? Gracie, be quiet. Okay, so there's the gold against that. Hey, Sherry. And we'll come back in with the green now. I gotta get another brush. Grace, zip it. I'm gonna leave one open there. One in there so we can kind of have a little different play there. So I've eliminated that third color for sure. We're definitely not going to use that third color. It's just not the right tone of greens. So it's whether the person wants the dark contrast on here or the gold. This will give them a better idea. They can take it to their room and they can kind of match it up with the bedding and stuff like that to see if they like it. And again, you could also go around the edge of it. You could also do the edge of it in a different color if you wanted to go all gold in the middle. But you could also just do a little bit of a section here. Let me see if I can do it on here. You could go along here. And I could even do gold leafing if I didn't want to do the liquid gold. I think this is more the gold tone that they were looking for actually than the liquid gold. It's, you know, there's different golds out there. So you guys see that rim on there? Where am I at? Where am I at? Okay, that looks really good too. My gold leafing. Here. I don't think this is going to be the gold that they're looking for either. So you can get some gold leafing. I thought I had a big one. I have a big silver. But not on the gold. Okay, well. Let me just, this you will use Mod Podge. Okay, put some here. Actually, let me put my glue. Let me put my stuff away. Have they, Beth? I always forget to take glasses to her. Oh, shoot. I just put it in the wrong. I always forget to take glasses to her house, and she found some for me the other day, and I was like, I'm just going to leave these here because what did I do with that green? Okay, now we're going to go crazy. Oh, my gosh. It's right there by the Mod Podge. Can't see it when the Mod Podge is in the way. All right, let's just do a tad of this gold leafing so that person will know that that is an option too. Boy, I sure did use a lot of junk today. A lot of brushes. That's all right. That's all right. Oh. Okay. So Mod Podge in. I'm going to do it up here. Work it in a little bit smaller of a section because we don't want the Mod Podge to set up too quickly where this can't adhere to it. You can also buy the sheets. I don't happen to have any of those, so we're gonna have to do it like this. Maybe it'll stick that way. These are more of a flake. I don't have the sheet, so Same idea though. This was just a thing from Dollar Tree. And I believe it's more for putting it in your resin. But you know me, I don't do resin, so I'm just going to use it for whatever I see fit. And you might want to use some spray adhesive to go over it. You could get some Mod Podge and make it dishwasher safe. I don't know if they have that in a spray form though. So don't forget about the rice paper sale tomorrow here at 8 p.m. from Designed by Beth Walker's Rice Papers. Mod Podge is going to dry clear, so we won't see any of this milkiness that's here right now. If I were to do this, I would get the gold leaf sheets. Here's the link for her Etsy shop, so you guys can go look around and see if there's anything that you might want to add on after she Moldalwood. Oh, Beth put the link for her Moldalwood, but she does have a link to her Etsy shop here in the comments. And in the stuff, the featured links there, I do have my Moldalwood there. So that will dry clear. I don't like that. I like the gold, okay? I do like the gold color, which is maybe the color that this person's looking for than this gold. We'll have to find that out. This person's going to have lots of options. To decide what they want and take it to their spare room and decide from there what will work best. So, I would think the liquid gold. All right, let me show you again. What's your favorite? Okay. Leave in the comments which one you like. The lighter green right here, the lighter green. On the back part of it, the darker green, the gold, and what vein you like in there. Dark green, light green, gold, that kind of stuff. We'd love to hear your opinion on it, please. All right, y'all. I'm going to let you go. I have to go to work, and that's it. That's what I have for you today. Again, 8 o'clock tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern for the Designed by Beth Walker's new rice papers that she has out. And I hope you guys can go over there and come to my page tomorrow and be supportive and go from there. Y'all have a great rest of your day, though. Bye now.